Hey y'all, welcome back for another episode. We have the ladies of the Monday Night Crew. Of course, y'all know me, Asia. We got Britt, and we got Princess, and we're just gonna be chatting, having some girl talk tonight. So, ladies, first question: do y'all think, like, who do y'all feel is more promiscuous, men or women, and why do y'all think that?
Go ahead.
How you know I had the first thought? I think promiscuous.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say women
Okay.
are more promiscuous. I want to say, dang, this gonna sound bad.
No, go ahead, say it, sis.
I feel like, I can't say that. It's gonna sound bad.
Well, tell me, and then I'll tell everybody else.
I don't know which other way to word it. I feel like women are more promiscuous, but men are the bigger hoes.
Oh, okay.
Explain that.
Yeah, tell me, say more.
Because I feel like promiscuous can mean just like some women just like attention. Like they may be hoes too. But promiscuous, I feel like being like super flirtatious and maybe the way that you dress and things of that nature. But I feel like men, when it comes to actually doing the deed and getting the job done, I feel like men do that on a more frequent level than some women who would be deemed promiscuous, just how like face value, what you see. You might would think she out here like that because she's promiscuous, but she really not. But it's all about perception.
Yeah, I guess I can get with that, but I think that women hide it better. I feel like a lot of women go through whole phases, but they hide it a lot better, and so it's easier to call a male a hoe because they out here in the streets and they doing all the things. But with a woman, our body count is not necessarily a heavy conversation, or it's not something that you can, because it's frowned upon, right? So like it's the double standard that we always talk about. Yeah. You're not about to be wilding out in the streets, letting everybody know you for the community and all this other stuff, but you might have a little sprinkle razzle dazzle in Minnesota, one in Texas, one in Atlanta, one in Florida.
Minnesota is wild.
I don't think women stick to. Most women, let me say this. Most women don't stick to one community.
Okay.
In their time. And I think that's how they can get the free pass more or less. And with some people that I know. Let me not put
Not one
all
community.
But do you think that makes them more promiscuous though?
Yes. Yes, to your point too, Princess, like when we're describing like what promiscuous is, I do think women naturally kind of give off that vibe a little bit more than going all the way. So I'll that question specifically, yeah, absolutely women.
Yeah. I think it's put on women more, like for sure, because I think even as at like a young age, right? Like I'm thinking about like if you wore, like, at least for me growing up, it was like if I wore red lipstick, you were promiscuous.
Yeah.
If you had your nails a certain color or a certain length, you were promiscuous. You know what I mean? Like there were certain things that title was already put on women, period. And I also think too, Princess, to your point, like I think there might be more benefits, right, to the flirting and all those things that doesn't always end with sex. Sometimes it could be like I'm getting a discount somewhere. I'm able to have like my tires are now, somebody's changing my tires for me. I don't got to do all of that because of the image or because of like the flirting, because, you know, I'm like, okay, let me wear a V-neck instead of a crew neck, right? For example, even those small little things. And so I think the promiscuity, I think it's like the image of it or the outer part of it. I think that it tends to lean more women forward, but I think with dudes though, for sure. Because I think like when they are like promiscuous though, it usually ends with like, I've never heard a dude be like, you know, I wore these gray sweatpants, you know, so I could get a free drink. I've never heard that in my life. So I could get a, free cut from my female barber. I've never heard that before. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, but a lot of their like the benefits usually end with some type of sexual favor.
Yeah.
I also don't think I've ever heard a male be referred to as promiscuous.
Ever.
ever in my life. I definitely feel like that's a term that has been deemed like towards women. I don't think I've ever heard anyone call a male promiscuous.
Yeah.
No.
Or fast.
Or fast.
Or fast.
Or fast.
Fast tail self.
Fast tell. Sit down somewhere.
But that goes back to the double standard, I think. So because there's no. Well, let me ask this: do you think being promiscuous has a negative connotation to it?
Yes.
Yeah. So and because it's not viewed by most negatively for men, that's probably why the term is not being used so frequently.
That's true.
Because if it's a natural thing for y'all to do, and y'all kind of want people that go through these things or have experience or whatever, then we're not around here wondering who's promiscuous and who's not.
Right.
For you, it's your roster, and you build it and you live your life.
So what is the equivalent though then, like, to guys? Like, was there ever anything that men were then called that had that carried that same type of energy? Because princess,
A hoe. It's either a hoe or he for the streets. He's not promiscuous.
Right. He's for the streets. I think
Community.
that's
He's for the streets.
We'll come after C.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's true. Okay, do you feel like people now, because since promiscuity has a negative connotation, do you think that people are starting to like embrace that though and like rebrand that a little bit?
Rebrand it?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Only because I'm thinking about what's her name?
Who?
Was it Amber Rose? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I personally feel like she tried to rebrand that whole promiscuity thing.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I guess. And then yes, to your question. But I also think like within trying to rebrand, it's also trying to make it like fit, right? Like, this is a societal norm. Why are men or women sexualizing everything? Why can't women just naturally be blah, 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 or wear whatever they want because they want to? What's the difference between wearing bra and panties and a bathing suit at the beach? Like, we hear that conversation all the time,
yeah.
you know? So I think that a part of the rebranding, it is coming more and more prevalent, especially nowadays. But I do think that women are kind of like trying to normalize it a little bit more.
I would agree with that. I think trying to normalize it and not make everything in the world so sexualized. And that goes beyond just like things that are promiscuous. You can go to like the gender roles and like, like things. I think we're going through a cultural just rebrand. And again, I think it started with our generation.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. And so like even thinking about that, right, and kind of like the shift with all these things, I feel like the idea of like being sexy, right? Like, what does it mean? Like, what do y'all think that it means for a woman to be and to feel sexy? And do you think that we need like outside validation for that to even be a thing?
I don't think that you need outside validation for it to be a thing. I think feeling sexy depends on how you feel about yourself. Because from the outside looking in, some people may think something about me is sexy that I don't find sexy about myself. So I feel like for the specific woman, it's just going to depend on when you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you feel is beautiful? What do you feel is sexy? And I think when certain things are done, it heightens it. Like, I just think about, for me personally, like my maintenance. Having my nails done, I feel like having your toes done, that's sexy to me. Like certain stuff that I might wear may be sexy to me versus like somebody else may look at me and think something else about me is sexy. But I think it's all about how you maintain yourself and how you view yourself.
I like that.
Yeah, I agree. Feeling and being sexy are two different things. Because and to each his own, right? Like the sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. Like, some dudes or husbands, boyfriends, whatever, find that the sexy version of you, right? So to the validation point, yes, that might be a thing. Because if you're a woman that likes to wear makeup and do all the nails and stuff like that, but your dude is very much plain Jane, I want to see you like this, then it's like, okay, so now do I have how do I compromise? Because I'm still going to do the things that I like because I need to feel sexy in order to be sexy.
Yeah.
But if he's telling me that he likes this or he is observing and I'm trying to please in that moment, then yeah, I think it's a little bit of a dabbling into both. It's all, it is a little bit about how you feel, or it is a lot of it about how you feel in order to be. But I also think it depends on your partner too and what they kind of determine that is for you. And that's where the validation may come in. Because if we walking around all the time and he wants to see you in something tight, skimpy, and whatever for date night, but you consistently wearing joggers every day, now you got an issue in your relationship.
Yeah,
because
and that's real.
it is.
Because there are some women that they are comfortable in what they are comfortable in, and their husband or boyfriend or whatever may be saying like, I like this, but she's comfortable in this, and so she's not willing to compromise and budge on that. Another thing that I thought about was like heels. Some men find wearing heels like very, very sexy, and some women are like sneakerheads. They would much rather, you can still be cute with sneakers. So some women like that's their comfort zone. But if your man likes heels and that's what he's gonna deem as sexy, then like you don't have to wear sneakers every single day.
Yeah.
And then also I thought about what you said about like the fresh face. I get hit on the most in life when I do not have on makeup, specifically when I'm out running errands. And that's typically the time of my life where I would like to be the least bothered because I'm trying to be in the store and out. But it's always like a man that wants to stop and have a conversation. And I'm like, I'm looking like a mess. Like, and I purposely walked out the house looking like this. And you want to stop and have a conversation. But then it's like when my face is all made up, y'all just be like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
What's happening? I put effort into this.
Y'all like a little lip gloss? A little lash?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think what's interesting is thinking about this coming from someone who is like me, right? Like I don't have a partner. I don't have a man. I don't have prospects, right? In that regard. And so it's thinking about like ways that for me, how do I then feel sexy without that validation, right? How do I then go from, because I've always felt more of like a homegirl vibe. Like for me, like that, I've taken on the like, I'm like a cutie patootie, I'm like a homegirl. I'm cool. I'm chill. I've never thought of myself as sexy in that way, right? Just because I think that there can be a difference between like, for me, the way that I view sexy is like, it's a little bit more than just being comfortable. It's like, yeah, like you could be comfortable and very, very pretty, very, very gorgeous. But I view sexy as like that extra, that little like I took my time with this, because even if it is, let's say, a fresh face, it's like, oh, but your skin is glowing. Like I could tell you did your skincare and you floss. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things like that. And so for me, I really got to a point for real, that I was like, you know what? I do want to figure out what sexy means for me outside of that validation, right? And so it's small things too, like even if it is like me now doing more maintenance, right? Like I've always done maintenance, but now it's like, okay, I want to do a little extra. Or even like if I'm used to wearing, let's say like a t-shirt and shorts to go to bed, now I make a conscious decision to not do that, right? Because like even if we're thinking about like things like lingerie or like a little slip, to wear like at night and stuff like that. Sometimes we think about that in the context of like, oh, I'm trying to be sexy for my man. It's like, well, what if I'm trying to be sexy for me going to sleep? What if I want to feel, the smoothness of this silk, and trying to find different ways of channeling that for myself, so that when I do get into a relationship, I'm not solely dependent on his validation.
That's good.
Right? Because I think for me, I've been so much into this homegirl space that it's like when I don't get that, it's like, well, is it because I'm not sexy enough? Is it because I haven't gone into that space? And I want to be able to be like comfortable in like I could be sexy too. Like I'm always going to be the homegirl vibe. That's just me. And I'm cool with that. But it's also like, but how can what will it be like for me to also feel sexy? And sometimes that is me wearing heels, right? And sometimes it is me putting on a dress just to go run errands, right? And I think that's where the conversation, I'm wondering, when, how sometimes when we have conversations with men around like the way that we dress to go out,
Yeah.
And sometimes women will say things like, we don't dress for y'all, we dress for ourselves. Do y'all think that has something to do with like we are trying to feel a certain way about ourselves, irregardless of other people? But it's like, no, I actually wanted to feel sexy. I wanted to feel this kind of way.
In my opinion, I feel like once you get to a point where you know and you're confident in what makes you feel sexy, I can truly stand in that. Like, I did not get dressed for y'all. I may have hoped that somebody noticed my effort, but my thought process was, I feel sexy or I feel good in this. And when I go out, I hope that other people feel the same.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. I think more women need to take the time to do exactly what you just said and define what sexy means to them, because I just think, like, you know, we often talk about like just feeling good about yourself, you know, like look better, feel better. We say it all the time, right? But like that doesn't necessarily equate to feeling sexy. There's a difference, a huge difference between feeling like good or feeling like pretty today, or I look nice, and feeling sexy. Because that takes our
extra.
to the next level.
Yeah.
You know?
So I got a question. Do you guys feel like is a difference between being sexy and having sex appeal?
Ooh, that. Yes.
Princess.
That's a good one.
Because I definitely feel like for me, I judge women. That's just me.
Yeah.
I feel like some women are just naturally like sexy and have sex appeal.
Yes.
Like for me, I think about somebody like Megan Thee Stallion. She's sexy to me. She has sex appeal.
Yeah.
I also think about like Nia Long.
Yes.
Nia Long is like a gorgeous woman, but I also feel like she's sexy.
Yes.
But I feel like everyone, in my opinion, who's beautiful does not necessarily have sex appeal.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
to your point, like how you was like, I feel like cutie patootie. Like I feel like some women are beautiful, but like in a cutie patootie way, you know, like you're a pretty girl, but I don't feel like you have
That's-
sex appeal.
I-
Like it's
I
not that.
completely agree.
Yeah.
We got a little. There's a little quirkiness.
Yeah.
And not being funny, but like I think about. Okay, here we go, because I think they're very similar but very different, right?
Okay.
I think about the comparison between Keke Palmer and Tiana Taylor.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like Keke Palmer
Is a cutie
right,
patootie.
is a cutie patootie, gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
But to me, she does not have sex appeal
Yes.
in the same way. Not saying that she doesn't at all, but not in the same way as Tiana Taylor.
Right. She just
Tiana Taylor walks into a room,
exudes, like,
and it's like, oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Tiana. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like she definitely has always had sex appeal.
Yes.
I do think that Keke Palmer, and a part of it might be,
Her personality.
but honestly, because I was going to say, I think it's the evolution even in media, but I can't even say that because both of them started off very
Yes,
young.
that's
Yes,
true.
they did.
I remember Tiana Taylor in my Super Sweet 16.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would argue that people, when they saw her in my Super Sweet 16, you know, sometimes even though someone is a child, people view them in a different light.
Yep.
When Tiana Taylor was young, people did not view her in the way that they view her now. There was definitely an evolution.
For
She was
sure.
like the skater,
Yep.
punkish, you know, like
Yeah.
nobody was like
Yeah.
looking at her,
Little
even
body
like
change.
even like she was beautiful for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Like nobody was really talking about her looks.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was just a cool kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 But then over time-
do you
Yeah.
think that you can have one or the other? Like, so do you think you can be sexy? Well, can you have sex appeal without being sexy is my question.
Can you have sex appeal without being sexy?
I don't think so. I don't think you can have sex appeal without being sexy, but I think you can be sexy without having sex appeal.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. Because when I'm just gonna be personal for a moment. Like I don't feel like I have sex appeal. I feel like I can be sexy at times. I feel like I'm a beautiful woman, but I don't feel like I give sex appeal.
Okay.
So I definitely feel like but I do feel like I have sexy moments. Like I know when I feel sexy or when my man feels like I look sexy.
Yeah.
But as far as like sex appeal, I don't feel like I give that. So I definitely feel like you can be sexy without having sex appeal.
And then I guess the appeal part is to who, right? Because then my
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
to your man, you are giving sex appeal,
Right.
Or for instance, let's say what if he picks out your outfit or whatever because the sex appeal is attached to that looking sexy for you, but you still may not have or feel like you giving off sex appeal, but I definitely feel like it's who are you appealing to. And so my other question is, in the event that you don't want to put something on because you do not feel like it will reflect sexiness, but your partner, your friend, whoever you're dating, whatever, says, "Ooh, put this on. You'll look good. You'll look sexy in this." Are you saying yes or no?
And it's something that I don't want to put on.
Or that you're not comfortable.
You're not comfortable wearing it.
And we're going out in public.
Yeah, you're going out. You're not.
Not
yes.
at the house.
Not at the house. Okay, got it.
No Netflix and chill.
It depends.
I really feel
It's
that
on what it
way.
is. What you trying to put me in, girl?
Yeah, I guess like it's just something that you don't, something that's out of your norm. So if you're like a loose
I see.
dresser, they get something tight.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I think I would be open to it as long as it's cute. I'm willing to go out of my comfort zone if it's cute still. If I think that it's ugly, then my answer would probably be
Even
no.
if you know that he likes you in that thing, you wouldn't put it on just for
you
that
said
one
friend.
day. Yeah.
Okay. So if it's my man, I guess. Damn.
That was a deep sigh.
I was like, ugh.
Because it's like, ugh, why did you think that? Why did you think that?
You know, I think I would be okay. It's like we could experiment when it's like, if it's like his birthday.
Okay.
I feel like I would be more willing. If it's, you know what, babe, it's your birthday,
It's a
or
treat.
if it's like it's something centered around him, right? So even if it is like, let's say it's a party or something for him, and it's something that he like, it's like at that point, because something we don't talk about often, I'm okay with being arm candy for my man.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm okay with it's like, okay, if it's a work event and he needs to shine, I could be arm candy. You want to wear this? Because you feel like if it's going to make you feel more powerful or whatever the case may be, I don't have a problem doing that, right? It's one of those, if it's all the time, if it's now I don't have my own identity and all those things, that's where it becomes a problem. But I think it's like I will feel, thinking back to like being sexy and feeling sexy, I think sometimes also the way in a relationship, the way that your man looks at you, sometimes it's like, oh, you really do think I'm sexy.
Yeah.
And then I feel like that is empowering, right? So it's like, if it's something that he, like, let's say if I was a sneakerhead and he's like, babe, I really just like with these heels, I'm a heels girl, but if I wasn't, like, I might need a couple practice rounds, make sure I could walk in these things, you know? But if I know that it's something that he would be like, I'm gonna thank you later on.
That's always
Beautiful.
the best reaction.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Thank
Say
me.
beautiful.
Thank me later. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like there is, when we think about the sexiness and stuff like that, and when that outside validation does come, I think it's also one of those, like, it really does, like, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It feels nice. Like, it does feel nice.
It feels great. I love it. When I get that reaction, it's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
So I would wear, if he says like, hey, I want you to put this on, if I'm not a fan of it, but I know that he really is, and depending on if I try it on and he gives me that look, I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'll wear it tonight.
Yeah. And you got to trust your partner too.
long as you take it
I
off.
also don't, that part, right?
Give and take.
Yep. It's coming off at the end of the day.
As you take it off.
And your partner is not going to
details.
put you in nothing crazy on top of that.
Yeah,
Right. Because
you don't want me to
knowing,
like a clown.
him knowing who you are,
Right.
y'all styles, you already developed what that is, right?
Exactly.
So I feel like he's not gonna set you up for the okie doke. He just wants to see you in something that
Different.
And something
Yeah.
new. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that.
That's good.
Actually. Okay, but do you think that it would be okay then for you to do like the same? Like, do you think it matters if it's like, okay, cool, well, let's, like, would y'all do something where it's like, okay, you dress me for tonight and I'll dress you for tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do that.
I would.
I do it.
You say you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do it by just buying stuff.
Okay. It's like, hey, I bought you this
hope for the
shirt.
best.
Yeah.
Like I do stuff like that. Like I don't really buy pants,
Okay.
but shirts. If it's a shirt, I'd be like, ooh, I would like to see him in this. I'll buy it, and then when I show it to him, I hope he like it too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I would definitely, I would let him dress me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes into knowing your person. I would do it too. I don't think he would tell me no, because I know how he dressed, but I also like how he dresses already.
Right.
So for me, it's just buying something very much similar, but maybe it's a color you don't own, but I think will look good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and vice versa. I think he knows what I'm comfortable in, but also what he likes to see me in. So
Okay.
yep.
So, okay, last question I have. So, where do we draw the line with that, right? Because now I'm thinking, at what point, what if like he comes to you more often and he's like, okay, I want you to put this on, or I want you to color your hair in this particular way, and you notice that it's like, this is very similar to those Instagram pictures that you used to like,
Hold on,
back in the day, or
hold on.
this is very similar to, you know, a way that somebody else used to dress, and it's like, no, it's not about them. Like I just like this style. How would y'all handle that?
I'm not this style. So what are we doing? What are we doing? I would really like to dive a little bit deeper into what that is, because if it's consistent, we have a problem.
Yeah, I
Right.
think it's the consistency.
Yeah.
Like if you're constantly like, oh, can you change this? Oh, can you, like, why are we together? Because before we made this official, you should have already known. Like there's
Yeah.
minor tweaks that you can make
Right.
about somebody. I think clothing is one of them. But when it's like, oh, I want you to cut your hair. Oh, can you dye your hair this way?
Yeah.
Oh, can you do this? Did you really want me when you saw me?
For real.
Right.
You know, or were you trying to build a hoe? I don't know.
Exactly. Shit. It's not
Y'all.
I'm not a Barbie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Customize
Yeah,
nothing.
I think it's a fine line, and I think it's those moments though that women have to like lean on, not only seeking that outside validation, right,
Yeah.
to feel sexy or to be sexy. Like I think that's where it becomes like okay, I have to know in my own strength
Yeah.
that whether I cut my hair or dye it this color or put this dress on or put those heels on, that I'm sexy.
I'm confident. in
I'm
this.
confident in that,
Yeah.
right? And I can do things that then help, whether it's me putting on a nightgown or whatever the case may be for me,
Yeah.
right? That it's like, okay, this is something you are just an addition to.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not that I need this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Very good.
Okay.
Any other thoughts, y'all?
Nope.
All right, y'all. So this has been an episode with the ladies of the Monday Night Crew. We got your girl Britt, Princess, and me. Later, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.